Hey party people! DJ Echo Vibe here with Behind the Beats, the show that takes you backstage in the world of DJs and MCs. Ever wondered what really happens behind those turntables? Each week, I'm sitting down with the hottest DJs who've seen it all, sharing their stories and solutions to the real challenges we face. From tough crowds to crazy schedules, we're keeping it real and helping each other grow. This is DJ Echo Vibe, and you're tuned into Behind the Beats.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we're figuring out how DJs can set their prices and make sure they're getting paid what they're worth.
Not always an easy task.
Especially when you're first starting out.
Right. You're excited to get those gigs.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to undersell yourself.
It's a balancing act for sure.
It is.
So we've talked about building your skills, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But let's get practical.
Yeah.
How do you actually translate all of that into cold, hard cash?
Well, one of the best things you can do is research your market.
Okay.
Find out what other DJs in your area are charging for similar gigs.
Okay. But how do you do that without it being super awkward?
Right.
I can't imagine just calling up another DJ and being like, hey, what's your rate?
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
You can be a little more discreet about it.
Okay.
We talked to a veteran DJ,
Okay.
Bayardo, DJ Bar Rugama.
Okay.
He's suggested using an alternate name or even a friend's name when you're inquiring about pricing.
Ricky.
And when you contact them, mention a local venue to make it seem like you're a legitimate client.
So you're like going undercover?
Exactly.
Gathering intel.
You want to be informed.
Okay.
But remember, even if you find out your competitors are charging way more than you,
Yeah.
don't just automatically raise your rates to match them.
Right. It's not a race to the top.
It's not.
So what else should you consider?
You got to think about your experience level,
Okay.
the value you bring to the table,
Right.
and the specific needs of your target market.
Okay.
Are you targeting high-end weddings or more casual parties?
Totally different vibes.
They are.
Different budgets probably.
Exactly. And are you offering any extra services?
Wait,
Like lighting,
Okay.
MCing?
Oh, yeah.
All of those factors are going to influence your pricing.
It's like you're putting together this pricing puzzle.
I like that.
Trying to figure out where all the pieces fit.
Exactly.
So DJ Bar also had this really interesting point about mindset
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to pricing.
Mindset is everything.
He said when he was starting out,
Yeah.
he wanted to charge $1,000 for weddings,
Okay.
but he thought that seemed like way too much.
It's a mental hurdle.
So he ended up charging $9.95
What?
because he thought the lower price with the 95 cents would make it seem more legit.
Wow. That's so interesting.
It's like we have this weird mental block
You do.
when it comes to pricing our services.
We often underestimate our own value.
Yeah, we don't want to scare people away.
But sometimes you got to charge what you're worth.
So how did DJ Bar overcome that?
Well, it was a process.
Okay.
He started by offering packages,
Okay.
which can be a great way to simplify things for clients
Right.
and make it easier for them to see the value you're providing.
It's like a one-stop shop.
Exactly.
Okay.
He also realized that he really loved DJing weddings,
Okay.
so he decided to focus on that niche.
Okay. So he found his people,
He did.
and as he got more experience,
Yeah.
built his reputation,
Uh-huh.
he gradually increased his prices.
It's a journey.
Yeah. It's not like you set your price and that's it forever.
Exactly. You can adjust as you go.
And you should.
You should.
Thanks.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Okay.
DJ Bar actually shared a little trick.
Ooh, I love a good trick.
He would raise his rates at the end of the wedding season,
Okay.
around September,
Okay, why?
because engagement season kicks off around the holidays,
Oh, that's smart.
and people start booking for the next year.
So he's capitalizing on those peak booking times.
Exactly.
That's really clever.
It's a strategy.
So his starting rate for weddings in 2016 was $9.95.
Right. But by the end of the 2018 wedding season, he planned to bump it up to $16.50.
Wow, that's a big jump.
It is.
But even though he started low,
Yeah.
he wasn't afraid to adjust his pricing
As his skills grew.
as the demand grew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's important to note that even with that starting rate of $16.50,
Yeah.
that wasn't his overall closing rate for weddings.
Okay, how so?
He said the average cost for most of his weddings was around $2,500.
Okay.
That included additional services
Like what?
like lights,
Okay.
dancing on the clouds,
Fancy.
even a photo booth.
So he's bundling in all these extras to create a more comprehensive package
It's a great way to add value for your client.
and justify those higher prices.
Exactly.
Smart.
So what about national averages?
For weddings specifically.
Yeah, DJ Bar has DJ'd all over the country.
Wow.
He's talked to hundreds of DJs.
He's got the inside scoop.
He does, and he found that the closing average in the U.S. is between $1,000 and $3,000 for weddings.
Okay, so there's definitely a range.
There is.
But at least it gives us a general idea.
A starting point.
But I'm sure those averages can vary a lot,
They do.
depending on location, experience, all the other factors we've been talking about.
All those things come into play.
Okay.
He even mentioned that he's priced out some DJ companies in the tri-state area,
Okay.
and some of them are charging significantly more.
Like how much more?
Closing rates of $5,000 or even $10,000.
Whoa. That's a whole other level.
It is.
It's wild how much the market can vary.
It shows you the potential, though.
Yeah.
There's potential to make a really good living as a DJ,
Absolutely.
but it takes time, dedication,
A commitment to building your brand.
and your reputation.
It's not just about the music either.
It's not.
It's about being able to sell yourself.
And your services.
DJ Barr actually emphasized that sales skills are essential.
Even if you're the most technically skilled DJ,
Yeah.
if you can't communicate your value to clients,
If you can't persuade them to book you,
you're not going to get very far.
so it's like you're wearing two hats.
The DJ hat and the entrepreneur hat.
You got to be good at both.
He even said that some DJs who might not be the most technically skilled
Yeah.
are actually incredible salespeople,
Really?
and they command higher rates because they're so good at convincing clients of their worth.
It's a good reminder that success in this industry isn't just about musical talent.
It's about the whole package.
So how do you become a better DJ salesperson?
Well, DJ Barr highlighted the importance of referrals.
Okay, word of mouth.
Exactly as you gain experience and build a positive reputation, you'll naturally get more referrals,
Right.
which can lead to more bookings and higher rates.
It's a virtuous cycle.
It is.
Okay.
He also shared a key principle.
Okay, hit me with it.
The more bookings you have,
Yeah.
the higher your rates can be.
It's about supply and demand.
Exactly like when a concert sells out, the ticket prices go up.
That's a great analogy.
But he also acknowledged that there's a point where you might hit a ceiling.
Oh, okay.
You might reach a price point where clients are hesitant to pay more.
Even though you feel like you're worth it.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you hit that ceiling?
Well, he offered two options.
Okay, let's hear him.
You can either add more special effects and services,
Okay.
like photo booths, dancing on the clouds, even fireworks,
Wow, going on.
to increase the value of your packages
Okay.
and justify those higher prices.
So you're creating a more immersive experience.
Exactly.
Okay, what's the other option?
You can transition into a multi-op business
Okay.
where you have a team of DJs working under your brand.
So you're scaling up.
Exactly.
Okay.
This allows you to take on more bookings.
Yeah.
Increase your revenue potential.
Creating a legacy.
That's the goal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But not every DJ wants to run a multi-op business.
Of course not.
Some people are happy just focusing on their own gigs.
And that's totally fine.
It's about finding what works best for you.
Your goals, your lifestyle.
Okay.
So DJ Barr also talked about the different markets for DJs.
Yeah.
There's the super cheap market
Okay.
where you're competing on price
Yeah.
and you need to book a ton of events to make a decent income.
It's like the fast food version of DJing.
I like that.
Get in and out.
And then there's the high-end market
Okay.
where you're catering to clients who are willing to pay a premium.
For a more luxurious experience.
Exactly.
Okay, so he categorized DJs into 3 groups.
New, growing, and established.
Okay, let's break it down.
So for new DJs,
Just starting out.
he recommended aiming for at least $300 per gig
Okay.
or $100 per hour.
That seems reasonable.
A good starting point.
Yeah, as you're building your skills.
Exactly.
Your portfolio.
For growing DJs who have been in the game for 3 to 5 years,
Okay.
he suggested aiming for around full-on $250 per gig,
Okay.
though it could go as high as $3,000, depending on location and demand.
So you're starting to see that increase in earning potential.
As you gain experience,
You build a reputation.
exactly.
Ooh.
And for established DJs
The big dogs.
who have built a solid brand and reputation,
Yeah.
he said they can command anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 or more per gig.
That's the dream.
It's definitely achievable.
With hard work.
Dedication
And strategic approach.
to building your business.
Love it.
So no matter where you are in your DJ journey,
Yeah.
there's always room to grow.
Always room to increase that earning potential.
Absolutely.
But let's circle back to researching your competition.
Yeah.
How important is that really?
It's crucial.
Okay.
Even if you're not trying to undercut your competition,
Right.
you need to know what they're charging,
Yeah.
what services they're offering.
Okay.
It helps you understand the market
Gotcha.
and position yourself competitively.
So we've talked about some sneaky tactics for doing that.
All right, discreetly gathering information.
But what if you find out your competitors are charging way more than you?
Yeah,
Should you just automatically raise your rates to match them?
not necessarily.
All right.
Remember, pricing is about more than just comparing equipment lists.
Right. It's not a gear arms race.
It's not.
Correct.
You're selling a service and experience.
Not just a bunch of speakers and lights.
Exactly.
It's about the overall value you bring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't fall into the trap of thinking that expensive equipment equals higher fees.
Okay.
While high-quality equipment is important,
Yeah.
it's not the only factor that determines your worth.
Okay, so it's not about having the shiniest gear.
It's about how you use that gear to create an amazing experience.
DJ Barr actually put it this way.
How do you say it?
You're selling Dancing on the Clouds, not the actual fog machine.
I love that.
It's about the feeling,
The atmosphere.
the memories.
Exactly.
So we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
Pricing can be a complex topic,
It can be.
but DJ Barr left us with this really great piece of advice.
Oh, yeah. What was it?
He said, if your client says yes immediately, you probably didn't ask for enough money.
Ooh, I felt that.
It's about confidence
Growing your worth.
and not underselling yourself.
Don't let fear hold you back.
Awesome advice.
We'll be back with the final part of our DJ Pay Deep Dive in just a moment.